Hi, I'm Luke from Norfolk Canoes, and today we're going to take a look at the outfitting on the Riot Edge 11. Okay, the Riot Edge 11, what do you get for your money? So the first thing we're going to look at is how it's moulded and what it's made from. So it's made from high density polyethylene and it's rotor moulded. So the features of this kayak, let's start at the front. You've got your carry handle, as you would expect on the bow here. You've got deck lines and deck bungees running down to the front of the cockpit. You've got a nice recessed section here where you can put your paddle whilst you're getting in and out of the kayak. Might help you keep a little bit more stable as well. And you've got a nice bungee cord that will lock over the top there to keep your paddle in place. Moving down, a good sized cockpit, a big deck or a size 5 for those of you looking at spray decks for this particular kayak. You've got inside the cockpit slide adjustable footrests, very easy to get. There's a little button on the front and you can just pull that backwards and forwards to lock into position. There's a little net, little cargo net underneath the deck around here, so you can put your drinks bottles in there, anything else you want to keep close to hand. A really nice feature that Riot puts in this kayak is an airbag down the front. So you've got a bow airbag there, so if you were to roll this over, you've got a bit of buoyancy from the rear storage tank and you've got an airbag in the front. Thigh braces. The thigh braces on this are moulded in. You don't see many kayaks that have moulded in thigh braces, but it's quite a nice feature. It means you don't have to mess around with them. They fit most people. You've got some foam, just self-adhesive foam underneath, which is very comfortable. Allows you to get a good lock-in on the kayak and is ideal for a short recreational tourer. The seat itself, you've got a very comfortable foam seat base pad on this with a leg lift adjuster. That just works off a jam cleat in the bottom and you can set that really high, still put some pressure through it onto that jam cleat. Very easy to adjust, pull it out the jam cleat, bit of pressure onto it and down it goes. Lock it back out onto the jam cleat. The backrest is adjustable up and down as well as backwards and forwards, so you can go up and down off a nice little wheel on the back there and it slides up. Lock it back off to keep it up nice and high. So you can have this as a high backrest or a low backrest, dependent on where you like your support. This is adjustable backwards and forwards with, again, another jamming cleat and a line that pulls through. You then lock it back off in the jamming cleat and you've got as much support out of that seat as you need, or you can have it nice and reclined should you wish. Again, locking it off into the jamming cleat. The seat posts are moulded in the rotor moulding process. They've got some nice hip pad style foam on the outsides. That just gives you a little bit more comfort when you're out and about on the water. Moving back just behind the seat, you have a bulkhead. That's going to give you a nice seal into your back day hatch. Sides. On the deck side here, you've got more deck lines, attachment points, deck bungees. You've got a rod holder in here, a flush mount rod holder, if you wanted to partake on some fishing whilst you're out there. And you've got a security lock on the back here. So if you've got it on the car or you need to leave it outside somewhere, you can lock through. Nobody's getting this off in a hurry. Coming down to the back, you've got a nice storage hatch, easy to get in like all the Riot boats. Now with the storage hatch here, unlike the Edge 15, the Edge 11's bigger brother, this is rotor moulded in. This is not put in afterwards like the Edge 15 is. You've still got loads of space in here and you can fit a good sized person's head in here. Not quite as big as the Edge 15, but it's an 11-foot boat, so you'd expect that. The hatch is nice and easy to put back on. Shouldn't cause anyone too much issues with a fiddly hatch there. Out to the back here, another handle. Now you've got a couple of drain bungs on the Edge 11. You've got a drain bung out to the back in case you get any water in the rear hatch whilst you're out on the water. Coming back up, you've actually got a drain bung on the side of the cockpit here as well. So if you do happen to take a swim for any reason or get any water in here, you can drain it out from the side easily. All right, let's take a look at the underside. Okay, so the underside of the hull. You've got a very good entry line down here. You've got a nice keel line running from the front right to the back of the kayak, and that's pretty much all there is to see under here, with the exception of a nice skeg. This skeg is spring-loaded, just like on the Edge 15, and it works off a very nice skeg button system here that you can retract back up in very nice little increments. To make it deploy, simply twist it backwards and it will deploy all the way down. It's a really nice skeg feature and hopefully will work just as nicely on the water. So that's the Edge 11 from Riot Kayaks. It's a lovely boat and we will see how this performs out on the water hopefully next time. We'll see you then.